I know you're excited to get started on the drum kit, but before we get there, the first thing you need to get to know are the sticks. I want to just give you a close-up demonstration of how to hold the drumstick correctly. This is a good way to get started because you need to understand that the stick is an extension of your body. When you hold your drumstick, I want you to try pinching it between your index finger and your thumb, just like that. That's the only point where you're really squeezing the stick. Now wiggle your finger and your thumb back and forth to make the stick move. You notice how it pivots in your hand right in that spot? Now turn your stick upside down. You'll notice that there are two muscles in the palm of your hand with a little dip in between. Well, that dip is exactly where the handle of the stick goes. Then you want to wrap your other fingers around so that they give the stick a gentle hug. When you turn your hand over again, you'll notice that the stick is making a straight line from the tip all the way to my shoulder. That's what you want. Remember that the stick is an extension of your arm. Now let me show you what's incorrect, just so that you understand and you can look out for this. Sometimes people intuitively grab the sticks and they hold them this way. You'll notice that when I hold the stick close to my pinky, well, now when I'm reaching my arm out this way, the stick is going over to the left. Now that's a problem, because when you aim with your arm, you want the stick to go there too. So as a general rule of thumb, once you're holding your sticks the way you think is correct, I always tell my students, point at the wall in front of you. If you can make two straight lines from the tips of the sticks all the way to your shoulders, you know you're holding the sticks correctly. Make sure you hit that red subscribe button and click the bell so that you get a notification every time we have a new video. There are a number of different stick techniques to get to learn on the drums, but I'm not going to show you any of them. Remember, I want to get you started in the simplest way possible, and that means no overthinking things. Now that you understand how to hold the sticks more or less the right way, let's talk about the most important part of your body that you're going to be using, and that is your wrists. When you strike a drum, the idea is to move from your wrist. You want your wrist to bend, to move the stick up and down. It's very important that you start to loosen up those muscles in your wrist and that you're playing more with your hands. Sometimes people in the beginning start by playing more with their elbow. So what happens is they're stiff here and it's their entire arm. Now in some instances that's okay, but when you're first starting out, that's going to feel really stiff and it's going to be difficult to play with any kind of good feel or at faster tempos. It's important that you learn to move the stick by moving your hand and not your arm. That's the general rule of thumb that I want you to follow. Now let's get over to the drums and have a look at our first exercise to practice some simple technique with your sticks. So now we're going to practice to do this together. In the first exercise, we're going to play single strokes. Single strokes are when you alternate your sticks, playing one note with each hand. So in other words, right, left, right, left. Those are single strokes. We're going to start at a slow tempo. I'm going to count myself in and I'll start playing some single strokes on my snare drum. Your job is to stay synchronized with me throughout the entire video. After playing slow for some time, I'm going to start to increase the tempo, very gradually, like a train leaving the station. Once we get to a moderately fast tempo, I'm going to start slowing down little by little. It's up to you to listen to what I'm doing as well as yourself. You want to balance your listening so that you can stay synchronized with the notes that I'm playing. 1, 2, 3, 4. In exercise number 2, we're going to be practicing double strokes together. Double strokes are another technique that you need to know. They're simply put, playing 2 notes with each hand. So in other words, right, right, left, left. Those are double strokes. We'll practice our double strokes exactly the same way. I'm going to count myself in and start at a really slow tempo. I want you to balance your listening so that your notes stay matched with mine the entire way through. We'll speed up to a moderately fast tempo, and then we'll gradually slow down together. 1, 2, 3, 4. Single strokes and double strokes are the most important techniques that you need to learn in the beginning of your drumming journey. When you can play through this video and stay in sync with me the whole way through, then you can mark it complete and you're finished this lesson.